You don't often hear the terms ultra reliable and 22 pistols in the same sentence, but let me introduce you to the exception of the rule. This is the Precision Defense 2011 22. So first things first, I want to talk about my relationship with Precision Defense, and basically there is no relationship. I got sent this as a teenie, no money has changed hands, and I get no kickbacks if you do or don't buy this, and I think at the end of this I will be given the option to buy this pistol, and I can almost guarantee you that this is not going anywhere because I absolutely love this. Now, if you haven't heard the name Precision Defense, you probably heard the name Chet Whistle, CW Accessories, and he makes these custom 2011 22s. Now, the Speed Steel guys absolutely buy these up, and that's for one very, very good reason, and that's because this is probably the most reliable 22 pistol I've ever shot in my life. And let's just take a look at how we were reliability testing this on the range. Really quickly want to interrupt the shooting. I promise we're going to get right back to it, but I want to thank our channel sponsors, Utah Airguns. If you're looking for anything airgun related or precision rifle related, accessories, optics, bipods, tripods, bags, Armageddon gear, MDT, they carry that stuff at really, really competitive prices. They ship super fast and they have great customer support. I really appreciate those guys for sponsoring us, helping us bring you content way out of their realm like this. So throw those guys some love. Check out UtahAirguns.com, and I think you're going to be pleasantly surprised at the prices that you find. Now, let's get back to the shooting. So I have run 1,000 rounds through this, and it has been all CCI Blazer. Now, they recommend you shoot high velocity. That's all they're going to guarantee the gun to use. And the recommended ammo is Elite-Force Mini Mags or the Blazer. The Blazer was the cheapest, and as you saw, I mean, this thing just ran and ran and ran, and it literally has not given me one malfunction in 1,000 rounds. And you can see how we were shooting this. Now, to talk a little bit more about the pistol, obviously we have a Leupold Delta Point Pro on here. This is a fixed optics plate, so it's not reciprocating with the slide, but I did like the dot, so I wanted to run it. This one does have a comp. We also have a gas pedal and the slide racker here. So all these things on the custom end are going to make this a little bit more expensive. Now, I did talk to Chet Whistle, and Precision Defense is going to be making an anodized version of this that's going to be kind of just a ready-to-buy off-the-shelf pistol that won't have all the custom options, but that's going to drive the price down a little bit, so should be able to get that somewhere around $1,800, and that should be something happening around summer. But when you go the custom route, you're getting your choice of Cerakote color combinations. You can get the gas pedals, you can get the magwell, you can get this however you want it, and this is a shorter version. This is like the 5-inch pistol. They do offer this in a 6-inch as well, but I really like the 5-inch. It points really well for me. Now I'm going to bring this up close because the trigger is worth showing real up close and personal. So here, obviously we have a single stage trigger, and you can see there's just a little bit of take up. You hit a very, very defined wall, and then with no real perceivable movement, this thing breaks. It breaks super clean, and the reset is super short, and it does kind of push your trigger finger up and off of it, which is going to allow you to break shots really quickly with this. Now, obviously the whole gun being custom is just really, really, really good, but we are going to put this on our Wheeler digital trigger pull gauge, and yeah, it's digital because I'm lazy, and we're going to make sure this thing is zeroed out, and we are going to test this trigger pull. And on that one we had 2 pounds 6 ounces, 2 pounds 6.3 ounces, and 2 pounds 7.5 ounces. So obviously the trigger is both repeatable and just freaking phenomenal. Another great thing is these magazines. These are all metal GSG mags. They are single stack and they are 10 round, but I was able to snag a +3 base pad, and with 13 rounds this thing has run just super reliable. Now, I did hear a rumor that there will be 15 round GSG mags coming soon, and I'm telling you this because this is really the reason I reached out to Chet Whistle at Precision Defense. I actually sent them just a form like anybody would, and I said, hey, do you guys offer a high capacity version? Because as you guys know, I've been shooting the Rimfire DMR matches, and the high capacity pistols are polymer and they're just super light, and when I'm under the pressure of the clock and my adrenaline's pumping, one big thing I noticed is as I presented the gun that my dot would just be dancing all over the place. I wanted a heavy, good feeling pistol that would help me shoot more accurately, but I didn't want to be stuck with 10 round magazines. So Chet Whistle actually ended up calling me back because they do a lot of their stuff over the phone directly with the customers, and he was actually familiar with the channel and asked me if I wanted to check out one of the guns and review it, and that's how we kind of came to the agreement that I would test this, review it, shoot it in a match, and then if I loved it, I would buy it. I love it, so I'm going to be buying it because this thing is going absolutely nowhere but back on my gun wall and out to the range with me. It's just been freaking phenomenal because the mags work great, huge mag well, and everything just runs. Now, if you've been paying attention, you will notice one thing, in that this pistol does not lock back. I can actually put this empty magazine in here and rack it, and it's not locking back. Now, they don't guarantee that they will lock back. They do have a large number of them that do. I'm not a pistol custom builder, so I don't know what the difference is between the two, but it doesn't bother me, but it is something to take into consideration if it's a big deal for you. Now, because I have the side racker here and all the things, it's not a big deal to me because I'm simply just going to break the last shot, dump the empty mag, rack it, come back up, and start shooting again. And, you know, if it did lock back, I would have to use a slide release or rack it to release it, so I'm not really wasting anything. So it doesn't really bother me, but again, it may bother you, so I thought it's worth mentioning that they cannot guarantee that they will lock back. To get ahead of the comments section, yes, this does have a gas pedal, it does have a comp, and you know, there's always going to be people saying, oh, it's a 22, and I will be the first to admit there's not a lot of recoil when it comes to 22, but if you're shooting at small targets, they're shooting really fast. It doesn't take a lot of recoil to kind of get in the way with making super crazy fast follow-up shots. And I will tell you that the gas pedal and the comp, they do work. And if you're one of the guys who don't think that they work, it's probably because you haven't tried one. I can tell you without a doubt, I put this gun into a lot of people's hands and they were all really impressed. I've even taken some of the other guns like the TX22, shot them with and without a comp, and there certainly is a difference, and enough that if you were shooting competition speed steel, that it's probably going to matter to you. If you're going to shoot DMR matches, probably going to matter to you. If you're just plinking with it, although I'm not sure why you'd be plinking with a custom 2011 22, but if you are, yeah, probably won't make a difference to you. But again, coming this summer, you'll be able to get the one without the comp, you know, without the gas pedal, all things, and spend a little less money and have what I really feel is probably the most reliable 22 pistol in the game. So again, you know, I'm using this for the DMR matches, so you will see some footage of that. You're going to see me using this. I'm waiting on a holster, but I have a belt set up, so I will be able to do those fast reloads. I will have a nice holster to be able to carry this around. We have a match coming up in 2 or 3 weeks, and this will be there. The JP will be there, so I'm going to bring you guys that footage. And at that point, I'll probably have close to 3,000 rounds on this, and we'll do a quick follow-up in that video to let you know how things are going. But as it stands right now, I don't even think about reliability. I load the mags, I put them in the gun, and I pull the trigger. And that's really the experience that I think most of us want out of a 22 pistol, especially if you're trying to do something competitive with it. And you 100% get that with this. So as always, guys, I appreciate you watching. I appreciate you commenting. If you're not subscribed, consider doing that. I very, very rarely ask for these things, but YouTube has been just absolutely hammering us. You guys know the deal. Check if you're already subscribed, make sure you still are. You want to do me a huge favor, share this with your shooting buddies. Throw it a like, throw a comment, help peak that algorithm, and we will catch you on the next one.